5 seconds remaining. Radiant's turn to ban.
The Dire get a ban.
We go.
Here's the Radiant ban.
Dire's ban now.
Yo, my man.
How are ya?
All right.
Got some water in the break.
Important to hydrate. What's your name, by the way?
Seconds.
Here's the
Ben.
Radiant ban.
Ben.
Yeah.
It's so simple. Hi, Ben. I'm Admir. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, my
Dire get a ban.
like tag or whatever is just my first name and last name. It's literally just
Ben Cop.
Ben. Yeah, Coppola. And yeah, it makes it the easiest thing ever.
I mean,
I've got a simple name.
Yes. I mean,
something unique.
sounds much better than Lizard, to be honest, in any way. But that's not hard to beat, so.
I'm excited for this series.
Remaining.
Yeah, this is much better now. I think. Well,
Radiant's turn to pick.
It's crazy how favored a lot of these websites have,
yeah. Fighting Pandas were like 5-1, something like that, versus
Dire's turn.
Unknown, and Ehome is the same versus.
This is crazy. Alright, I'm gonna start it up.
Yeah.
Dire's turn to pick.
Radiant's turn to pick.
Alright, and welcome. More Dota 2 action here for ya. The second series of the day. Between the winners of the previous series, you've got Fighting Pandas up against Ehome, who have fought off once before already in this tournament, and it did come to be a 2-1 win for Ehome. And now they're trying to repeat history, but Fighting Pandas coming off a very strong 2-0. And we get in this draft, immediately I see the TA. I don't mean to hog the time right here, but we were talking about that when we first started our Discord call, talking about Ehome and everything.
Yeah, like you said it yourself, you're the connoisseur of the Chinese scene, right? And you know this 897 guy. I believe you watched him, honestly, more than I have. And you said it yourself that he's a big TA player. Yesterday, TA was highly contested between these two teams. It was standout, like banned or picked in every single series. So TA definitely is going to be a hero to look out for in today, as well, as it's been picked up already in the first phase. That's interesting. Like that Huskar might be something that Ehome might ban out, as it definitely can crush TA. Yesterday it was picked versus TA and it didn't really work out, as it was, I believe, actually 897 who just went jungle with it. Actually, it was the same two teams. Brawl played Huskar that usually counters TA, but 897 just went to the jungle. Jungle came back, killed Brawl, one game, easy 25. Easy series for them, not 25 points. Fighting Panda, they open up with Magnus and Jug. Just a casual, good combo for you. You have the Jug that will always feel really great when empowered. Just whispers soft, nice things into his ear so he can hit creeps better. And yeah, just old school combo. Magnus can be played on offlane. More Meander loves playing that hero. I believe I've seen him play it a couple of times, but can be your position 4 or something similar to. Not really my favorite, but can be played like that too.
We'll see what they pair up with this Templar system. I already like the Lina, honestly. I'm a big fan of the Lina 4. We saw it by Snake King himself in the previous game.
Ban now.
And, played really well. They ban out the Tiny, they ban out the Kunkka.
Yeah, they ban out a couple of these heroes that can fare well versus the TA, right, as well, so it's alright. Lina, as you said, like, I love her as position 4 too. I think Q is definitely one of those players that's capable to make this hero look just broken. And
Yeah, he plays a very aggressive style, and used to be of Team Serenity. Comes here, supporting with Innocence. They have so much talent on this team. Even just looking at like their supports, Xingyu and Innocence is disgusting.
Lich talking about sports, yeah, fighting pandas. I mean, it's just that position 5 that's really good with Jug. There's a couple of position 5 that actually work well with him on that lane. Lich right now is pretty much one of the more popular ones. A few months back, you'd see Grimstroke maybe contested a bit more. Grimstroke plus Jug. Grimstroke plus Lich used to be super strong too, but I doubt that we'll see that combo in this game. And let's see for Ehome, they go with the Legion Commander, alright. Just your
faith beyond a Legion Commander. That is one thing that really look forward to. He plays his hero really well. He's one of the offlaners. You said it about Moomiander too. Someone who's good at securing their lanes, good at securing their farm, not giving up too much. Faith Beyond is like that as well, and to see him up the Legion is going to be a good show as well.
Yesterday he had some rough games, but he was playing versus TNC, right? So it wasn't really easy for him. But yeah, Legion Commander is pretty much straightforward. It doesn't matter how good you are, honestly, on offlane or not. With Legion Commander, it's very difficult to fail. Jug and Lich, yeah, they're kinda decent versus you, but press the attack, overwhelming odds, and you just run away from the Omni/Lich's armor. So I think Legion plus Lina can pretty much mess Lich and Juggernaut up in that lane if they play their hand right, if they do everything properly. I'm not saying that Lich and Juggernaut are weak, I'm just saying that Legion Commander at the moment is just a great offlaner. Oppa! Alright, Monkey. Very interesting.
Coming in.
That should be your
Lich too.
Yeah, very strong with the Lich, with the Magnus as well. It gives you 2 melee cores that get empowered and can farm incredibly well, incredibly fast. We'll be playing versus the TA on the mid lane. I've seen this matchup quite a few times. Monkey can do well here if he gets an early orb of Venom and starts like just going after TA. He can win this lane. It can be pretty good for Braille. We'll see. I believe Monkey King is one of his favorite heroes, right? He plays it so much, so it's not really the best hero currently in the meta, and there are many games in which you see Monkey King not picked, even though he's a perfect pick for the game. And you know what also? Wyvern is a great combo breaker versus Magnus, so I love this pick. Also, it's an eye pick, so it doesn't get picked versus Legion Commander, even though I don't think Wyvern would have been picked, but still, it's good to take it and make sure that you ban something else. But I'm surprised Kotl hasn't been banned out, by the way, so far. Like, Kotl coming through the last stage is pretty interesting. Fighting Pandas, they don't really have space for Kotl, I guess, because they already have their position 5.
The Winter Wyvern here, they've got some team control for Ehome. Kotl, you said they've got their 5? Few Lich, so yeah, I don't know if he really fits that in either lineup. Magnus is going to be the 4, yeah?
Magnus? It's cool.
Is he gonna...
It could be your offlane. It could be your offlane, yeah, just as well. I've seen them roll it on position 3. So just your Magnus offlane, but isn't really about that blink into RP, just about the empowering, and you get something like Greaves, you know, a lot of utility. Pretty much every offlaner right now is all about utility, right? Even this Legion Commander, most likely what we'll see is maybe a Bracer Medallion Pipe, you know, something like that. Just your, or maybe this Far Crest in this particular game. Pipe is alright, but not that super important. Let's see on the side of Ehome. I guess they'll ban some position 4 or offlane, like you just said, because Magnus can do both. However, I'm not the biggest fan of Magnus 4. Overall, it's kind of lackluster. It doesn't really accomplish a whole lot. If you aren't, if your skewers aren't on point, it feels bad overall for them. I think they need some more control to get from that position 4.
Ready to see what Ehome plan on banning last. and they're working on BT Fates here. Do you think? Just want to make sure it's not banned. I always do that. I always suggest something that's been banned already, but I was thinking maybe Lifestealer. VT Fated does favor that hero quite a bit. You got it with the Legion, Lincoln, Infest Pop. Not that you necessarily need to go these days with Lifestealer, but decent heroes line up with the TA and Legion.
Dire's turn to
Let's see what they go for. They go for the Gyro instead. Yeah, Gyro that was left through. I think it's a bit better too versus these heroes of fighting pandas than a Lifestealer. Already you're fighting versus Monkey King and Jug, right? They don't truly care about your rage. It's hard to fight into Monkey King's ulti too. It could have worked. It could have worked, definitely. Some Radiance build or the right-click damage build. But I think Gyrocopter kind of combos with TA a little bit better because you don't have downtime on your lineup. If you picked Nyx, Lifestealer that is, you would have downtime. If he's going for Radiance and TA is going for Dazzle Blink, then you have to pretty much wait for both of these cores. When you pick Gyro, one of these cores can be active early on, either the TA or the Gyro. Gyro with drums and a couple of great bands, or the TA with the Blink early on. So it makes your strategy a bit more flexible, it makes your power spike a little bit easier to play around. And now fighting pandas, CK has been banned out, so they never mind. They need a position 4 here with the Magnus on that offlane. Something to go through TA's armor would be cool too. Some catch.
See what they go to here. It's SThe.
Alright, that. So we don't know. It could be your offlane Sand King too. It could be your offlane SK and Magnus position 4, or it could be your offlane Magnus and Sand King position 4. See what they go for. Snaking, come on. Snaking Sand King. It should be your 4, right? Like. Let's see. Not showing us anything just yet. They're thinking about it. Thinking about their options.
They're hoping to hear you praise it first. They're trying to figure out what you like more.
I think there was someone just flaming Snaking on his Sand King quite a lot, and yeah, he goes for the Magnus instead, so we will have the position for Magnus and an offlane Moon Meander Sand King. One good thing about this is, I guess, if you're the Sand King on this offlane, it's a little bit easier to get more alone, right? If Magnus abandoned you, it's easier for Sand King to get some farm without that position 4 than it would have been for a Magnus. And Snake King, if he's not with Sand King, he can go around, he can stack, he can empower Bryle or Envy, so I have to still say I'm not the biggest fan of a position for Magnus, but I think in this particular lineup it can definitely work. I think it's a very, very well-rounded lineup, but same can be said for Ehome. And for Ehome, they have a position 4 that I believe can do a little bit more in the laning stage, and I think that's where their strengths, that's where they're a little bit stronger at least.
I get a little worried about the 4 position Magnus, where he's trying to give him power and help the Jug as well as the Monkey King farm, or maybe in the 4 position, and he doesn't find the offlaners before get that Aether Lens, have it. Maybe an ad. But I've been seeing, at least in the Chinese vision, you know, as well, is seeing these Lena's lens fresh fun. I worry about is Magnus going to be from on these other 2.
Have you been watching some football games in Chinese scene, or what the heck?
Bow to your liege.
Sound strategy.
.30 seconds to battle.
At last, the battle begins!
Unorthodox, but effective. I take what I please. First blood on the sand strikes the perfect note.
this. I want to start up a conservation group. You in?
Mysteries denied.
What's the opposite of register?
Better to burn out than fade away.
You should be honored.
This will do
I'll
nicely.
take your tribute.
Secrets can kill you.
One that God you is precious.
Time to move.
Enjoy your nap!
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Now loosen up, I'm
Double hair of sweat. Dire's middle tower is under pressure.
Throw a line to Radiant's middle tower.
It's sinking, just like your ships.
All for the dead.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Denied.
Radiant's bottom tower is staggering.
Like a drunk sailor.
Oh no.
Radiant think fortification
What's
can
this?
save them.
Dire fortified
Any
their
port in a
structures?
storm. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Invisibility! Stay out of my sky!
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Dire's middle tower is drowning.
Radiant's bottom tower faces a stiff wind.
Dire's top tower needs some friends.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen.
Radiant's bottom tower faces a stiff wind. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Dire's top tower is about to take the plunge.
Radiant's bottom tower faces a stiff wind.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Hot or not?
Steam's dominating.
one kind of dragon kill them all.
Radiant's bottom tower faces a stiff win.
Where's my pension?
I'll take your tribute.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
I don't know. You're hating a lot on a young carry player. I would love to see him prove y'all wrong.
I want to see him earn his stripes.
He is savage, after all.
23 of them put together.
Is he 23 years old? Is that where that comes from?
I think
that name's going to get outdated real quick.
I think it's a play on 21 Savage, the rapper.
Oh, okay. He's 17 years old.
Oh, so this name is good for another 6 years.
Oh, excellent.
I was just having to look up how old he was actually.
Come TI 15, then he's going to have to change his name.
Outdated. Overrated.
Long have we waited.
Jaded. We're getting baited
Yeah,
by
what
this
is
game
this?
right
Yeah.
now. What's happening, guys?
The waffles, I guess.
Go to the toilet again.
Whatever they had for lunch, Mally, you got to feed them better, okay? I'm just saying. Like,
stay away from the Mexican food.
the Mexican food in Chengdu, yeah, I would probably stay away. No offense, I'm sure there's...
Didn't you guys go to a Chili's in Shanghai?
I did not, but Grant and Rich did.
They went twice, I think.
Americanized chains are, like, generally pretty safe, I would say.
Sure.
Not necessarily good, but generally relatively safe. Sometimes better than their American counterparts.
I mean, I'm guilty. I went to Taco Bell in Tokyo, so I have no place to claim.
But was there anything unique on the menu?
Yeah, it was super
like
weird. I had to go for like vegetarian options, so I didn't get to go wild.
Wasabi burrito.
I didn't see anything wasabi, but I would not be surprised. It was a lot of seafood. I was like, why is there seafood at a Mexican restaurant? I'm like, oh, that's Japan.
Like what kind of seafood?
Like squid and stuff like that.
Oh, like a squid quesadilla or something?
It may have been, yeah, I think so.
I could do like a little shrimp, a little salmon even maybe.
Okay, yeah.
Shrimp
tacos. Sushi Rito, but
I know that's very common. And then at Burger King, I went to a Burger King and a bit.
But you just did like a fast food tour while
I just gotta stay safe, right? You gotta know. I'm not gonna go full street food and stuff like that. I don't want to.
The Japanese street food is like super
It is,
okay.
it
Probably better for you than most restaurants in the West. They're very hygienic from at least what I saw.
But at the Burger King, they had like a black ink burger like that. It was like squid. It was like
bun. Just
the bun. It was the bun. Yeah, that's right. So that was cool.
I got to tell you something, Neil. That wasn't ink.
Kind of fluids did I eat?
That's not.
Yeah, but it was so good.
Oh god, gentlemen.
Yeah.
What's going on?
You tell me.
I don't know. I'm just sipping on my ultraviolet here. Thank you, Monster, for keeping me energized through these excruciatingly long post-draft poops and pauses.
I'll tell you, the acoustics on that sip were quality. If only someone was.
Thank you, Sennheiser, for providing a crisp audio quality as well.
Not even a sponsor of this event, and still getting some love.
Yeah, they're not paying us enough for that shout out. Can I take that back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you guys favor either draft here, or are we just unsure about Alchemist?
I'm unsure about Alchemist. I can't confidently say. Like, if he is first ban material, then the other 4 Heroes of Alliance are good enough that I favor it. If Alliance is massively overrated, then I'm favoring Fnatic because they have the Coddle Night Stalker, which has proven to be a huge thorn in Alliance's side.
I'm going to favor Alliance just because I am not convinced by Fnatic's play.
That is I think a good read. Yeah, I would lean the same way. Fnatic have been much shakier. Whereas Alliance, when they faltered, it was very draft driven. Alk is obviously
Alliance have stuns, right?
Yeah.
Like they got stuns for days here. They're good as far as draft goes, and I don't think they lost a game where we felt like they had a good draft.
It's definitely a solid draft. Alk is definitely a viable core. Whether he's the OP carry that some teams seem to think he is yet to be seen. But even if he's just like a decent, viable carry, I favor. This is a game where I think 23 Savage needs to step up and do some magic on his night. Also, Moon Invoker put on a show. Another to look out for.
It definitely has Sunstrike potential with DJ Shackles.
You think we'll see the Exort?
I think so. Against Death Prophet, you can get it. Oh, well, technically, we still don't know who's mid, but I think it's either of the heroes that show up mid with it.
You don't want to value the Spirit Vessel against both Death Prophet and Elk, though?
With a Legion Commander press the attack, I think the Dispel is just too good against it.
How good is BKB?
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, that was my first thought was like, well, you can get versus Alk, but he's going to BKB.
And Chemical Rage still dispels on.
So it looked like there was some sort of weird connect thing going on, at least on my screen.
What does the chat have to say? No, I meant not Twitch chat. I
already checked that. There's nothing.
No, that's a lot. If you click the.
So it looks like there's an audio issue for Alliance. Fnatic are ready. No more bathroom break. Be fair to them. This pause is Alliance's fault.
Not that we're blaming anyone for anything.
Exactly.
By the way, have I mentioned how much Ice died in this tournament?
Oh, let's still on that. Let's talk about that for another 2 minutes.
Do it, please.
We gotta see.
Be my guest.
9.75 deaths per game.
You committed it to memory. You didn't even pull that up.
Yep. In the last best of 3 when these two teams met, it was an ugly sight.
He's on tiny. What's the worst that could happen?
10 deaths.
I think that's the best that could happen.
That's more than his average.
Yeah, he's above average.
I just remember his 0-9, the trees, where he looks like he's about to just feed 0-10, and then he makes a sick play and outplays the hell out of a fight.
I think he's gonna die a lot this game too, because Nightstalker's gonna be farming.
It's a hot take.
Well, like the lineup pretty much guarantees it, right?
He's laning versus an Alchemist, right? That's the lane you die in.
No, not the lane.
Oh, okay.
But like
later.
Come a little bit later in the game, like Nightstalker's just chilling and farming, right? For like the first 15-20 minutes.
Yeah.
So Tiny is the one that's setting up the ganks, which means Tiny's the one that's getting his butt beat down when Alliance return fire.
Where are we setting the over/under on his deaths per game?
This game.
10
seems like go.
Over or under 10?
Well, let's do 9. Let's do 9.
So 9.5?
9.75 or
well, you got to do the middle ground. So if you say under, and it's 9 or less. Or 10.
Oh,
it's
okay. I'm with you. I'm gonna say under.
Under 9.5.
I
think over for sure.
I'm under. I don't think he dies. A lot of his deaths always come the first 10-15 minutes of the game, and I don't think he's dying. I think he's only going to die 5 or 6 times this game.
Oh, Alliance is going to end their game really quickly then.
You think over 5.5? Over under 5.5?
Over for sure.
Over 5.5.
I believe in Ice. He's not.
Now you believe in him.
Yeah.
This has been your personal trash.
This is his game. This is his comeback story.
Against this guy for the past 2 days.
He is gonna go off. He is gonna get Fast Blink Dagger. He's dying less than 5.5 times. He's a fantastic game. Ice. I'm proving you wrong. Every time I don't say beat I don't mind either. Either way, I'm happy.
So this is a win-win. Either you win the bet or or he beats, and then you get to be entertained.
The bad stare is like the 6 to 8 range.
That's
he
true.
needs to die less than 6 or more than like 8 or 9. Just go big in one direction.
It was either comical or in the bet.
Yeah. Oh man.
So we got another game going on for those who don't like pauses. Yeah. I believe it's actually going on. Let's check that out. Twitch.tv.
You're gonna radio cast it?
Slash be on the summit too.
There's gyrocopters farming up that hard.
No, hey, let's show some respect to B-Cop and Lizard. We're not gonna steal their thunder.
Yeah.
But we could.
Those are another Bulgarian representatives.
He's not Bulgarian.
He's not?
No.
I don't think
He's,
so. Some other European country.
really?
He's Bosnian.
Oh, Bosnian. That's right.
You know, that's really offensive.
It is. Very much so.
You don't seem like you.
Isn't Mind Control Bulgarian?
Yes.
Yes.
Mind Control is
Mind
Bulgarian.
Control's the other Bulgarian.
That's my...
But yeah, that game's going on. We've got a Magnus Jug on the fighting Panda side, and Ehome with the old gyrocopter.
Gyrocopter. Oh, Monkey King.
What the? Yeah, you're there.
Owning too. Look at that.
It's a Manet classic there.
I love Monkey King. I'm really bad at that though.
Yeah, you need a... I did not have the patience to learn trees very well.
The number of times that I die like trying to get my ult off or like finally get it off and then just immediately die. It's real embarrassing. That hero's tough to play.
He's my highest win percentage hero in Dota 2.
You've played
Monkey
him
King?
once and you have 100% win rate?
I did it 6 times.
Whoa.
5 and 1.
Wow.
Whoa!
So I don't have any
You
heroes
offering
on,
lessons?
Mine is Zeus. I'm 7-0.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's good.
I'm pretty sure I've only ever random Zeus ult out.
All right, we have an pause. Woo!
Good
Let's
stuff.
go, boys.
Well, let's calm down. The game has not started yet.
There's still time.
A lot can go wrong here.
DJ saying 1-0. By the way, I don't know if you guys caught that little bit of quick bad BM.
There's too much pulse time. They're saying this.
Dude, this Gandalf is
That's a good set.
it's Coddle. It's like he has not had a good night's sleep in a while. He's all haggard and barely.
He has the Alliance Alchemist set.
He does. That's true.
I saw the mask. I was like, that's the Alliance logo. Oh wait.
Prepare for battle.
Now they will suffer.
Hey, everybody.
One of my favorites. Perfect.
30 seconds to battle.
Now we get the good stuff.
For once, we're in agreement.
We've got pretty good chemistry.
Now they will suffer.
Denied. not meant to be.
To the grave.
First blood! We're off to an explosive start! Invisibility! Disrupt!
Stroke.
Might as well be.
Fortune's change.
You can get blood from a stone.
Your phase ends. Mine!
Selfish. Are Radiant using echolocation?
What's this? Dire fortified their structures?
Regeneration. Perfect.
To bedrock I return. Dire's top tower needs some friends.
Same as you, Tide Hunter.
Loyalty will be rewarded.
Dire's middle tower is drowning. Radiant fortified their structures. Attack the heroes! Dire's bottom tower won't last long.
Dire have the spyglass at hand.
For the hunt.
Dire's bottom tower is about to flounder.
Tis noon cuppatory.
Dire's top tower is about to take the plunge.